YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Devani here today, coming with another video. Well, this is the first motivational sit-down talk video for the year, but if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon because I am going to be posting twice a week. Today for the first video, I wanted to talk about something that's a big deal. I'm telling you, I found this super helpful in my journey in my life so far, and that is how to find peace, and particularly peace from within. So if we can be able to find peace, I think that is the first step in terms of elevating our lives and going on to achieving and becoming the highest, greatest possible versions of ourselves. And I want you guys to know that it is more than possible for all of these things to happen. You know, we live in a world today that so much information is available to us, and sometimes our minds are so easily corrupted, and it's kind of not our fault because there's so much information that is available for us online nowadays, and I feel like online, on the news, so many things are happening so fast, and it can really and truly mess with our minds. And when we allow all of these things to easily influence us, it is very hard to find peace or to stay in a state of being in a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get into my top 3 tips for today. These 3 tips that I'll be sharing today are honestly 3 what I think I wish someone would have told me 2-3 years ago. If I had known this information 2-3 years ago, I would have been way ahead. But better late than never, and you know, sometimes they say things happen at the right time. So the first thing you need to know is that it starts with your subconscious mind. That's right. I know this is something that we easily overlook, or we hear people talking about reprogramming your subconscious mind and all of that, but really truly the very first step in finding peace is to understand how you behave, how you react to situations and all these things. How you react to certain situations, how you behave on an everyday basis is essentially your life, and it is what you've been programming your body to do every single day. So if you've been programming yourself with all these negative things, or you're accustomed to listening to the news and taking it on, or you're accustomed to gossiping, or just stuff that you do that you think are normal, but they're really and truly making your life more miserable. So it's about being more conscious as to the things you're thinking throughout the day, how you're dealing with situations in your life. And trust me, when you become more mindful, in a sense, that's the word. When you become more mindful of what you're actually thinking and what's going on in your mind, and you begin to break the old cycles, you begin to take control of your mind and the situations. You take control and you choose how you allow things to affect you in your life. So for me, that is the number one thing, is that if you want to find peace, you have to choose how you will allow things to affect you. Because if everything easily affects you, then peace is very far from your life. Reprogramming your subconscious mind can go deep and deep. We can talk about this topic itself forever, but what I found most important is to filter out the negative thoughts. And I'm not saying you only have to be thinking positive things. It is almost impossible to only be thinking positive things, right? But what I'm saying is that you can minimize the amount of negativity that you actually dwell on in your mind during the day. And when you become more mindful of what you're thinking, then you will be able to filter out those negative thoughts and replace them with positive things, you know? Imagine the life that you're actually desiring instead of being stressed out about what's going on or what's not happening for you. These small habits that have been holding you back, you need to recognize them and you need to take action. It's not going to happen in one day. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. This is something that requires your constant effort. It has to become a way of life, and eventually it's going to be default. It's just going to happen by itself. But you have to put in the effort every single day to make better decisions. Make sure that you try to eliminate the negative self-talk and replace it with positive self-talks. So that is the first tip that I have for you guys. It all starts from within. The second tip that I have for you guys is to understand and accept that everything in the present moment is perfect. Living in the present moment, just enjoying this moment, not worrying about tomorrow, not stressing about what went wrong in the past or regretting stuff in life. Just being here, listening to the sounds of nature, being involved in a conversation if you're talking to a person and whatnot. Just living in the now was so hard for me because and I'm sure a lot of you out there, we're accustomed to we're always planning ahead. We're always thinking about the future, and we miss out a lot by not living in the present moment. Trust me. When I reflect back on my life, I can say that there are a lot of times where I wish I would have lived and enjoyed the present moment then more. Because when you really think about it, time is going and what is gone is gone. So you might as well enjoy now and understand that this is perfect as it is. There's nothing that I can do to change anything right now. And again, this is not something that's just gonna happen overnight. Living in the present moment is gonna require you to, it's gonna be a daily something. You're gonna have to constantly remind yourself to, hey, I'm not living in the present moment. Like, you need to be, again, mindful. I think mindfulness is really what comes out of this. Be really mindful of everything that's happening in your life, and that is how you're gonna understand you better. And by living in the present moment, you're gonna stress less, and stressing less will eventually lead to peace, and peace is where you wanna be. Enlightenment is where you wanna touch, really and truly. Another powerful thing about living in the present moment is expressing gratitude and being thankful and grateful for where you are right now. Believe me, it's only gonna benefit you. Being grateful never hurts. Being grateful is what we should be doing all of the time. Instead of worrying about what we don't have or what didn't work out, start to become more grateful. Develop an attitude of gratitude towards life and just watch your life change. I'm telling you, practice it. Practice being grateful. Write down a list of things, like simple things like you have proper lungs, you're not affected by corona, your family members are still alive, you have food on the table, you have electricity, you have Wi-Fi, you have AC, you have a camera, you have internet. Be grateful for a lot of things and really and truly take a moment in the present to be thankful for that. Sometimes we fail to realize that the now that we're living in is the now that we used to wish for before. So make sure you make note of that and remember, there is power in living in the present moment. And moving on to the third point that I found to be very, very useful is understanding that in life, we attract who we are, not what we want in a sense. So we only attract more negative things if we keep thinking negatively. And you see, that's why I'm telling you, like the very first tip, which is it all starts with your subconscious mind. It all starts from within. If you can get a hold of your mind, if you can be in control of your thoughts, if you can produce more positive thoughts, if you can do more positive things, if you can express more gratitude, then you are going to be attracting more good things into your life. And it's all going to play out like a smooth road, people. It's all going to play out like a smooth road when you look at things from that perspective. You have to look at life through a different lens sometimes, look at the good and the bad, look at the glass half full sometimes. And when you do this, you are helping yourself to relax. You're being more aware of life. You're not stressing out because you're viewing things from a different point of view. And just viewing them from a different point of view will allow you to, again, reach a state of peace so much easier and so effortlessly. So when you start to reprogram your subconscious mind, you work on being more mindful. When you live in the present moment, you express so much gratitude and you're just grateful for things, you're thankful for things, that your prayers are coming through, your life is becoming what you always wanted it to be. And then when you start to realize that by thinking negative things, you're only going to attract more negative things into your life. When you practice these three things, I promise you, your life will never ever be the same. I'm not a pro. I'm still going through a lot of things. I'm still experiencing a lot of stuff. I'm still growing, but I wanted to take time off to share what I've learned so far with everybody, because I think this is information that everybody needs to know. And I really do hope that you all get to experience the life that you want and know that you are a co-creator of your life and that everything is possible as long as we're alive. Less is more, you know? Surround yourself with the right people. Don't have too many friends. Don't have too many bad energies around you, right? Work on yourself, people. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. My name is Devani and I love creating content. Make sure you're following me on my Instagram, my TikTok, and yeah, my YouTube. Those three are my three platforms that I focus mainly on. So make sure you're following me and make sure you're being mindful today. Believe me, it is going to transform your entire life. You're going to be riding on a different roller coaster by the end when you practice all these pro tips that I gave you guys today. As always, thank you so much and stay blessed and stay safe out there. I'm gone. Bye-bye.